Guys, gals, welcome back to Step 1 Survival. I am Staff Sergeant Badass, and I've got another crazy blade here to make a sheath for. And Tops Knives, they make high quality blades, and everything is custom. And go check them out and buy one of their blades. I do crazy sheaths here on the channel. Those of you that just tune in, just as a reminder, I do anything from holsters to crazy knife sheaths that are one-off customs. They're not your typical carries. They are Doomsday related. They have to be survivable. Something that's the last blade you take and you need to survive. You could just grab one sheath or one holster. Those would be your choices. Now, I got to make something crazy for this thing. You want to see what's in it? I'm so excited. I can't wait to do this one. This one has been on my bucket list for so long. And I know people are probably like, why hasn't he done that one yet? Out of all the blades, why hasn't he done that one yet? That's the one. That's the one you've all been kind of like, hey, you do all this other crazy stuff. Why haven't you done this yet? American made. Right there, baby. American made. Let's get this party started. What do we got here? Dude, this thing's crazy. It comes in a sheath already. I mean, you could just get this. Just buy it. Just buy it. Buy one and have it. Put it in your pickup truck. This thing here. It already comes with a sheath, comes with an emergency whistle, has a lanyard here for you can hook it to your body. You've got pockets here. You can fit an Altoids tin in there. It's got plenty of room. You put your sharpening stone in there, whatever you need to. Ferro rod, whatever. You could hook this thing up the way it comes. But this is Step 1 Survival. It's got to get crazy. This bad boy right here. Now that is freaking nice. I mean, everybody out there, hey, you could just get a machete at any old place. I could name a few places you could get a machete, but not like this one. Not like this machete right here. You can't just go to the store and grab that. This thing is coated, heavy duty, and high grade steel. This is going to last you the rest of your life. If you need one machete, I'm telling you right now, Jason is probably... He's like... He's in the background right now. Listen, let's measure this thing out. I want to give you guys the specs on it. My own specs, and instead of taking it from them. It's got nice inlay going on there. I mean, dude, these little notches... That is just, this thing is cool. All right, let's pull you over here. All right, we've got it laid out here. We're gonna go ahead and see how much of this is blade. Let's do this. Come into this. It goes beyond. I mean, it's like, it's over the half mark. It's almost at 16. It's nearing it real close. That's like 15 and a half, but technically it's just a little tick higher than that half mark. So that's got a lot of blade going on. That's plenty of room. I don't know. I just love this thing. I've always had if you're into machetes, I know a lot of you are. You would collect them just like I would. See, that comes to see that? That pretty much comes to 16 right there. I mean, you can tell. That thing's got some serious swing going on. Handle. Let's go ahead and get the handle real quick. Give you the rundown. How much room you've got to grab this thing. You got almost 7 inches right there of just grabbing. And you've got... finger inlays all throughout this thing for holding on to it. And I mean, this does not feel like your typical machete at all. It does not feel like any type of machete I've ever held. because of this handle, because of all this work here. It's just so much better. It's so much more comfortable to hold. And I can tell that if I hit something, I'm not gonna, you ever hit a tree and you're like chopping through some woods and then you hit something and it just rattles your hand real good? I don't feel that with this. I don't feel like that's gonna happen with this. It feels very sturdy, very strong. And I've seen some of these, some machetes out there, your really cheap ones, where the handles just come flying off of them. And that's not going anywhere. Those are titanium. They're not going anywhere. Those studs there, stainless and or of a variant of steel. So you can tell they're not going anywhere. So overall, let's get the full gist of it. We are 23-ish. And overall, your width, you got like a 1 inch. Let me pull this over. Yeah, you got a little over 1 inch of grab around that guy. So, and the thickness, it's really thick. You got a really good thickness there. All right. This being said, let's see. Probably get the measurement up here first. Yeah. So that's beyond. That's like 2.5 going on there. That is just a lot of room. All right. So now I have to make a sheath. So I'm going to take you through it, and we're going to design something for this. Something simple. I'm not going to get too crazy with it, but I will make sure survival gear is included, as always, and everything you would need. So you would just basically be able to put this on your hip and go to work. Go where you need to go. And I like to do on the channel is to show you what I incorporate, and I'm doing an Altoids tin. This is going to be the Altoids tin, and I've got a type of lock idea I want to do. I'm going to be doing the new Streamlight Mini. This is their part 2. This is the Nano 2, and I don't know why I said mini, but this is the Nano 2, and it's kind of a, I'm not really just advertising it. I'm like just showing you it's just a flashlight. But you guys remember the Nano? It was a little bit smaller. I'm incorporating that. This is waxwood. This waxwood here, you can actually shave it off and create a fire with this handle. So the handle can be removed and chopped up. You can still use the ferro rod. So that's what I'm going with for the ferro rod portion of this. Let's just set that to the side. Get that out of here. Actually, sit it right there. I've got magnesium capsules. This is the stuff that burns through a 2x4. I've said many times. And I've got, this is beeswax and cotton infused fire tenders. And you can get those all over the place. And there's like little fuel tabs. They burn for a while. These, you get them wet. Well, let's go back to fire. There's some Strike Anywhere matches. And I've got, these are towelettes. They get really big when you get them wet, but they take up a less room when they're compressed like this. They're just going in there. They're not for fire. They're for water or whatever. They work pretty good as a water filter, kind of like a coffee filter, if you ever used them like that. Aqua tabs, purify your water. And then I got a Whirl pack. These Whirl packs are great. They open up real big on the bottom, but they're meant to carry water. So that way you can purify your water. I always put a Whirl pack in every one of these. So if I ever die and you find my gear, just open that up and look for this and grab that and go make yourself some water. I don't know why I included that. I hope I don't die. There's your sewing kit. Sewing kit comes in handy. For specialty items, where did I put that other? I left it over here. I always do that. Specialty items. Now I'm going to be removing, I'll remove those lanyards on there. I don't do that. I don't keep that on there. I break these down because I use paracord. I don't use all this extra stuff. But I break these down and I include paracord instead of doing it like that. But that's a survival saw. I always do those. And then fishing kit is included, fishing line, lures, all that stuff. I still do that, even though I do this. I include, because I want broadheads. I want stuff to make snares and all that. That's for making snares. I also include snare wire when I do my paracord, because I use what's called a survival cord. And in this survival cord, there's fishing line, and there's wire for snares, so you can catch animals. Snares are nasty. Those of you that are uneducated on snares, go check out snaring or mountain man hunting. Anyways, this stuff here is really cool. I've had this for a while. I've been using this thing for ages. This is a Spartan Fire. I'm not sure it's American made, but I don't know where, if you can still get this or not. So you guys can chime in if you can. I just pull off some of this, but this, in a survival scenario, you would use it like sparingly, right? You just keep working it, and then you pull off a little bit. Now I'm going to get back to this in a minute. I'm just going to pull a little bit off there. But you would use this stuff sparingly. This stuff's great. Now I'm going to be using this stuff sparingly once again. You can tear it just like that, because that's going to go in here. The rest of this just gets put up. I don't need that much because I use it sparingly, right? I'm going to get back to that in a minute. Now, Sippy gave me these. She said they're from My Medic, and she said, hey, you know, you want Band-Aids and stuff for your kits, right? And I said, yeah. She said, well, you know, she's a nurse and she gets all this weird stuff. So she hooked me up. She gave me a whole bunch of these things, but they're like, I gotta take these out. See if I can open it up better. I don't need them in this. I'm just gonna, they're gonna be free in here. She gave me these little bitty kits. It comes with like gauze. You've got some triple antibiotic ointment. You've got an antiseptic towel. There's your gauze, like I said, and then a bandage. It all comes in that one little kit. I'm gonna fold that up and put it in there. She gave me a whole bunch of these so I could use them when I make my kits for the channel. That's really cool, right? And she gave me this stuff. I thought this was really neat. This come in the medic box. If you guys get medic box. This stuff here, you know how the medical tape comes in a giant roll? Well, this company is making like EDC style carry. Check it out. It just folds up. It's medical tape. It's 2 strips. See, it's split in half. That's 2 strips of medical tape right there. I'm going to put that in the kit. Go with my little, you know, one-off medical kit there. Now, I need to show you something that got questioned on the internet. There it goes. Use it sparingly. This is steel wool, and everybody uses like a 9-volt battery and stuff. You don't have to do that. 9-volt battery isn't required for steel wool. If you've got steel wool, see now this steel wool, because it's magnetic. This is magnetic. See, it's sticking to it. See, right in the center there. Steel wool. Now you got steel wool. You can just flick it. Right, here it is. Wow, this was a heck of a project. Lots of work, and got it all stitched up. She's double layered. That is a piece of, the center is actually made of, it's like a blade stop that I use. It's a saddle leather. It's, gosh, it's like 11 ounce at least. It's really thick stuff. It varies. It just depends on what you get. So all together, I drilled through this. This is military. I got that. This is like this was like to a military and law enforcement holster. I can't remember what era that was from, probably the 80s. But this will actually attach to a duty belt. But this thing is super riveted up. I put one through here, and the one through here holds here, and then I got another one holding there. This thing slides out super easy. There we go. Pull that out real quick. Slides out super easy. All of this stuff here, I did this version. That just wraps up my striker. There's my flashlight. I got this system here. You just undo that. Get your ferro rod out and everything. Pop this out. Get your container out of there. And then down here, I hung this Gradius. It's a carabiner, but it's got blades and saws and all that stuff on it. And I got about 50 feet of paracord here. I wrapped up in a sailor's braid all the way through. Put a little lanyard hole here so you can tie it to your leg if you need to. Don't think I'd be doing that. I did the straps here. These are genuine. And for the straps, I made them where you could unsnap them and take them off, so you don't have to leave them on here. This is just different carry options. I only wanted it so I could carry my rope. That's the only reason why I did it, really. But there's many other uses. You can put it on your backpack strap, whatever you got. But there you go. Please, I hope this gives you guys some ideas, really. I mean, sky's the limit with a lot of this stuff, but I hope this gives you guys some ideas for your future project. And again, please share and subscribe if you haven't already. God bless. Take care. Stay sane.